Marquis DeBlood here. I am at Horror Productions in Binghamton, New York on first night, and we are here with KBFX, and she's going to be doing a demonstration for the first night event here in Binghamton. So we're going to get a couple words with her, and then we'll watch her in action. Kendra, how you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Great. So, all right. So can you just tell us how you got started in special effects?
Always was a huge fan of Halloween. My dad was very, very big into Halloween. Our house was always fully decked out with every kind of creature, monster, and lights you could possibly imagine. I started making my own costumes and doing my own makeup at a very young age. I remember growing my brother up as a doctor when I was probably 8 or 9. Always liked to do practical jokes on my parents too. Always act like cut off a finger or all that crazy stuff. But it wasn't really until I was probably about 16 that I started taking it a little bit more serious. I started doing makeup and costumes for my friends. Did a lot of cosmetic makeup and stuff like that for my friends, and then when I moved out here, I actually met Mark and Jesse and their band, and they did Under the Sunset, which was great, and got to be actually, see what it's like to film things and that stuff, and I really enjoyed that, and introduced myself. They introduced me to Doug Bush, who signed me on to play a small role in his movie Demon Messenger, which I actually ended up conning my way in slippery to get them to let me do the blood and the gore effects for the movie, and it worked out really good. And they've been so nice to let me, do demonstrations here for zombie makeup and whatever have not. And I love it. It's I can do anything too. It's not just the horror and the gore. Fantasy, alien, sci-fi, all of it.
That's great. Now, on Demon Messenger, you worked with a well-known makeup artist.
Yeah, Ron Chamberlain.
And how was that working with him?
He was fantastic. I really like the old school stuff. The practicality of that things, and I think that's always a good baseline to learn off of. He taught me a ton of stuff on application to coloring, hair work. Lots of things that I'd never done before, and that was absolutely amazing. Completely broadened my whole scope. I actually sculpted and made my first prosthetic while working on the movie under Ron's direction, and I mean he's amazing. He's definitely a good classic artist, and I have a huge respect and admire for him.
That's awesome. So what are you going to do tonight?
I am going to turn this lovely woman into a uptight businesswoman zombie gone bad. Hoping to have part of her face ripped off, maybe a couple of bites, more of a fresh zombie look versus the, decayed dead zombie look. But it should be fun.
How long does it take to zombify someone?
Once I'm actually set up and prepped, it takes anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour per person, and that's just doing, basic face, some line, chest, and arms. Obviously, if it's a full-blown thing, it's a little bit more time, and vice versa. If it's just a face, it's less time.
Awesome. Well, thanks for your time, and we look forward to seeing what you do.
Yeah, because it's the whole reality thing. What's really making me mad this season? They're not doing any, the little mini challenges. Any mini challenges? No.
Makeup demonstrations, making you into a zombie. Some of the photos we've taken of zombies on the wall. So we're looking for anybody next first Friday is actually a zombie walk in downtown Binghamton. And Kendra's taking appointments for anyone who wants to get professional makeup done for the zombie walk. And we can do photography like this, we did all stuff. So we also just shot a feature film last year, it came out this spring. It's called Demon Messenger, shot locally, feature film. If you make 100 of them, you get talking about some serious money. You can't log 100 titles here.
And you have to put this on the gelatin, or the gelatin gets hard and cracks and breaks, and it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a
I want
sealer.
like $200 a day.
Believe me, I would. Yeah. Nothing would make me feel better than to pay everybody.
Next one. What happened with Joe?
He's supposed to be here.
I checked out the audition. Then a week later, got an email saying that they were doing it.
I haven't had any contact with him. I just talked to him yesterday for the first time. And nobody was happy with him.
No. I'm looking forward to the day that I run into that guy in the locker room. Which one? Yeah.
Yeah.
When I see him in his little Speedo in the locker room, he's going to be in the locker room. some stuff down, kind of run that place on the ground.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Probably pretty well placed.
I mean, I do do the keyboard, I do video with I did score film, but my music is more for the old type. It was for Ghost Story, it actually worked great, but even with the directions, the guy did not sync the music up to the scenes. My version, the movie before great, right? And then I sent him the music and marked it on the last section where it plays it, so it comes up here, suspense, blah, blah, blah. Just give a lot of those spikes with the tension, that kind of thing, to build tension.
Crazy beats there.
Totally off. And he's like, oh, well, yeah.
I did. No, I used to dress up. You know what? Short to the t-shirt was as good as it gets tonight. Yeah, right?
It's sweet shit. You still got my number, right?
Sure. That would get out.
You can say that. Then give me a card again.
You want to say that?
Let's dance.
Let's dance.
You guys.
Everybody's dancing.
All right, buddy, where's that water? That's all you grab beer.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to want water. Please don't drink all of that. I will beat you senseless.
Don't you talk to me like that. I'm not afraid of you.
Because you know when you drink alcohol, you need to stay hydrated.
That's true. Not from at the other day, and then I took a video off at the shop at trying to think of what it was. No, it was like the rock video where everybody came around.
Game on.
Game on. Yeah, we did it down in Florida.
Yeah, my husband and I own IM4.com, and we shot the movie Demon Messenger last year. It is out available on DVD or download online, and we're getting ready to announce our next film, which is House on Ghost Hill Road. We're going to have casting calls and then shoot later in the spring. Kendra's a special effects artist, and obviously she does zombies, but also like aliens, werewolves, or fae, or fantasy, whatever. Right. And next first Friday, the one in October, is the Zombie Walk downtown. So Kendra's going to be here first, and if anybody wants to get their makeup done,
And then like when you get
you can sign up for that.
Looking beautiful. Looking beautiful.
Thank you, Mark. You're going to make me blush. If I
I can barely tell.
I don't think I can.
Where's Paula? Paula, this is your flash mob. What I'm going. This is your flash mob. I do have a flash mob right now. Really? What is it?
I'm not so sure about that part.
It just feels weird, but it's fine.
Okay, now it's like your brain.
Brain.
Looks good.